So first of all, welcome. Thanks for joining everybody. My name is Ted, a technical sales consultant here at Shinydocs. And I want to thank you guys first to spend some time out of your busy schedules today. But I'm excited and pleased to actually give you a product walkthrough today in less than 15 minutes. Now, in this demo, what I'm going to show you is how fast and easy it is to get started with a Shinydocs Pro and some of the results that you can expect. So we'll go over finding and uncovering PII and other sensitive data so that you can take a proactive stance on your data privacy. Identifying duplicates and other irrelevant content for removal so you can save on storage and IT costs, and also reducing your carbon footprint, all while also delivering a lightning-fast enterprise search experience for your users so they can reclaim those hours in their day and simply just get more done. Now, in just a moment while I get into the product, but first what I would like to do is address a topic of data privacy. So now when customers first look at Shinydocs Pro and the insight it can deliver about their content, one of their very first questions is, how do we protect their data privacy? Which is a great question. Now, Shinydocs Pro is simply just deployed by you, but of course, with the help with our Shinydocs world-class customer success team along the way. Now, this process is installed behind your firewall within your on-prem or cloud environment, which will then inherit your already pre-existing security and privacy protocols. So no data is moved or manipulated during this time, and results cannot be accessed by anybody outside your organization, and that's Shinydocs included. So let's get going. Now, with the simple installation process of Shinydocs Pro, which typically takes about 15 minutes after a few clicks of prompts, you'll be presented with the following screen. Now, to start your journey to become familiar with and understanding your data across your file repositories. Now, here we would just simply put in a file path. We can add more file paths if needed, or we can even add credentials if required. And we would just simply select Start. So as you will notice, with these very light lift of actions, this will actually produce some very significant work automatically using Shinydocs Pro. The return results are actually very quick, in minutes or hours, depending on the size of your content source. So just look at the list of tasks Shinydocs Pro is doing here to gather data and transforming how your data is understood today. Now I'm just going to click and move over to my next environment here. And the reason for this is because we have the tasks completed here. And also I want to show you the results of what Shinydocs Pro will produce for you. Now, in most cases, content is consistently updated by the minute by the users within your repository or even different directories. So in order to make sure you're keeping your content inventory up to date, you can schedule crawls on a cadence of your choice to monitor for any changes. And the best part is your users won't even know this is occurring, as the source of data is never altered or changed during any of these tasks. Now, once the crawl is completed, you will have these lit up icons here, and these will indicate the content is now fully searchable and ready for you to gain a full insight, understanding your data across your file repositories. However, right now, what I'd like to do is dig deeper into enterprise search first. Now, all of this data that Shinydocs Pro crawled automatically builds a comprehensive index for an inclusive search experience into your data only. So for admins or information managers or anybody that has access to this tool, you can simply select the search magnifying glass here. For the everyday users, they can simply bookmark this page, like this URL, or make it their home page, just like as if you were using Google. So let's check out enterprise search here. Now, as a user, what I'd like to do is search for anything that contains Barton Bailey. Now, before I select that search button there, as you'll notice as I type that in the search bar, what we'll notice is that we're actually looking across multiple sources of inventories. In this case, the inventory of data that we've crawled. Now, because we've crawled and indexed all these repositories in this list here that belong to completely different architectures that don't necessarily know anything about one another, but with Shinydocs Pro, you'll now have the ability to search for all your data across all these sources with a single search term and a click in this powerful UI. As I selected search there, Enterprise Search actually inherits your already predefined Active Directory security and permissions paradigm, foregoing the need for your IT team to worry about recreating permissions on who can see what or who can have access to what within Enterprise Search. So what we're looking at here are the results of our search term, Barton Bailey. But not only is just searching for Barton Bailey, but it's looking at a binary level, meaning that it is finding anything within inside the object or content containing the reference of Barton or Bailey. So now let's refine this search. So as a user, I'll have access to these filters created based on my specific role and needs. So for example, if I was performing an e-discovery session or simply wanting to just look back at something that I was working on in the past from a project perspective, I can look through all these filters here and select what I want. It's not any different, and it's the same as if you were to go shopping online looking for a size or brand TV at a major box store online. So we can go ahead and select this value on this filter, and the results will return exactly what I was working on in the past. Now, if you're not part of a role that performs e-discovery tasks, that's okay, because these filters can be configured specifically based on your user's needs to help them through their daily tasks, minimizing their time spent on search ultimately. Now that I have the search results return with what I need to begin my day, now if I wanted to remove anything out of this list, we can simply use our enhancement functionality here. This enhancement feature will enhance your data set and search experience. So we can simply just remove this from our legal hold case here. Now, besides adding and removing tags for legal hold cases or projects, looking at this list of tags here, this enhancement functionality actually has many uses to help with other tasks like automated ways of doing things, such as approving a document for disposition or for migration, or even classifying information to help me with my daily tasks. Just like filters, this is configurable based on my roles and specific needs to help me as a user to be more efficient with my time. However, what we're going to do is we're just going to simply reassign this to another case with a simple click and start a save. So now this search experience is only possible because Shinydocs Pro has done all the work for you. Now, automatically detecting, tagging, and making sure your data is not only searchable, but importantly, findable, no matter where it is. Now, before I end, let's look at some of the other out-of-the-box features that Shinydocs Pro offers. Now, remember those icons I spoke about that lit up earlier? Now, these are dashboards. So these dashboards will feed you information in a user-friendly, playful, and graphical interface, giving you a holistic view of your data so that you can have a full understanding of everything that is out there. Now, out of the box, privacy is our first one. Shinydocs Pro will detect and find all the sensitive information scattered across your file repositories, personal identifier information, PII. So right away, you'll be able to see how much of your data contains PII, understand what type of files they are, and most importantly, knowing exactly where they're located. So with this information, you'll have more confidence to pursue how you would want to remediate these files and how you would want to better protect your organization. Duplicates, duplicates, duplicates. Everyone has duplicates. Now, in fact, organizations without knowing are sitting on top of somewhere near 30 to 60% of files that are considered duplicates. Now, identifying these manually is not easy and it's very time consuming. And I bet you'll be sure to miss a few because they could be sitting in different directories or repositories, or even different architectures. So Shinydocs Pro will automatically find and tag these no matter where they are by calculating their digital hash value, letting you know exactly where these duplicates are, ultimately helping you create a process of efficiency that can also help accelerate the preparation of content during tasks like migration and reducing the cost of storage. Now, trivial files, just like junk mail, we hate it and we don't need it in our lives. Now, our systems and everyone's applications, unfortunately, create temporary files that are no longer in use consistently on a daily basis. So users even sometimes unknowingly create files that have no business value to your organization. So just like Shinydocs Pro, like other identifiers, will make these files transparent to you so that you can comfortably and informatively make decisions on how you would want to deal with these types of files. This tool is not just only nice to look at, but it's also an aid that can help you with migration efforts, starting defensible disposition actions to cut down on storage, or maybe archiving, or simply and importantly, knowing your data quickly to understand how to better protect your organization. So I'd like to take this opportunity to actually answer any questions. Just gonna move to my next screen here. If you have any questions, please feel free to type them out. Oh, I see one from Aaron, thanks. So the question is, what's the criteria for duplicates, binary duplicates? So it's actually a hash value. So we use an algorithm called MD5, or we can actually utilize SHA as one of the algorithms to look for these duplicates. So what meaning is that no matter where that file is located, if the file name is different or the extension is different, it's like a fingerprint. As long as the content is the same, it will still have that same hash value, and that would be identified as a duplicate. Great question. Perfect. The other question is, what kind of different repositories Shinydocs Pro can connect to? So we have many connectors to all the popular repositories. Just to name a few, Microsoft suites like SharePoint Online or SharePoint, Exchange, Teams, OpenText Content Server, iManage. We have many connectors that we can connect to, and we actually build connectors on a usual basis. So if there's something that you need, we can definitely look into it and help to build that connector so that we can make sure that your repository is discoverable. And another great question too, what PII can we find? So PII, right out of the box, we can look at health cards, Ontario, Canadian health cards, driver's license, that's Ontario and US, all 52 states, passport numbers, postal codes, insurance, social insurance, all the major credit cards, US social security numbers as well too, and Medicare beneficial numbers. But if there is a specific identifier specific to your organization, we can help with identifying those as well too and classify them accordingly. Excellent. Perfect. If there is no more questions, first of all, I would like to thank everybody for joining, and we would love to provide you a demo specific to you, and you can freely book one on our website, and it looks like Cam has put it there, or you could reach out to our sales team at sales@shinydocs.com. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.